Hey everyone, welcome back. So in this video, we are going to learn about constructor. So what is a constructor? So constructor is basically used to instantiate a value. Okay, it used to pass the value through the object. Okay, to the data members, right? So what are the kinds of constructor that we have in Python? We have two kinds of constructor, that is default and parameterized. In parameterized constructor, we pass the values to parameters, and in default, we don't pass the value to parameters. It's the difference between both of them, right? So let us create a new file over here, and I'll name the file name as param.py, and let us create first a parameterized constructor. Okay, so first of all, we are going to see what is a parameterized constructor, and then we are going to see what is a default constructor. Okay, so for that, we are going to create a class, and I'll name the class name as A, and then we are going to define the constructor over here. In order to define a constructor, we are making use of def underscore init, initialize, and self. This is the keyword. And what are the parameters that we want to pass? The parameters would be name, age, and the address. Okay. Here we have defined the constructor. Okay. Now what I want to do is I just want to print the values. So here I want to print the name, age, and the address. Okay, so we have created the constructor. Now I want to create an object, and how I can create an object. So in order to create an object, I'll just do something like this. The name of the object, that is obj equals to a. And what are the values that I want to pass? So the name would be Barry, age would be 56, and the address would be USA. Okay, so what is happening in the backend? See, so ignore the self part, and what is the use case of self? We are just about to see. Okay, so name is being stored over here. 56 age is passing through here, and USA is stored into address, and it is going to print over the console. Okay, so when I execute the program, you can see we are getting the values over here. Okay, now what will happen if I do something like this? It is L name equals to Alan, and when I do something like this, like when I print L name, I want to print L name over the console, right? So I'll make you something like this. So what do you think? Will it print over the console or it will throw an error? Let us execute the program. So it is throwing an error. It is saying that L name is not defined. Did you mean name? We already know that we have printed name over here. But since L name is not passed over here, it is giving us the error. So here comes the role of self. So whenever you define anything over the class, it can be called through self function. Okay, so just type self dot L name. And now when you execute the program, the L name will be printed. So how it is working? See, so Barry 56 and US is being stored over here, and self.lname is being called from here. Okay, so this is parameterized constructor. Now, what if I remove all of them and I don't pass any parameter from here? This is changed to default. Okay, so this is known as a default constructor, and when I execute the program, you can see ln is printed over here. Okay, so in this video, we saw what is a constructor, what are default constructor, and what is parameterized constructor. In parameterized constructor, we pass the value through parameters, and in default, we don't pass the parameters. All right, so hope you got today's lecture, and see you in the next one.